If you are into wildlife, sports, or fast-action photography, you have probably been tracking every single whisper, leak, and spec sheet coming out of the camera world right now. Because for months, photographers and hybrid content creators have been asking one massive question: is Canon's upcoming APS-C flagship, the EOS R7 Mark II, actually going to reshape the entire mirrorless market, or is it just going to be a minor refresh? Today, we are breaking down everything leaking from the inner circles about the Canon EOS R7 Mark II. We are talking about the completely redesigned sensor, insane burst rates, pro-grade body ergonomics, the anticipated pricing, and why this camera has suddenly become the most talked about piece of unreleased hardware in the entire industry. If you care about getting full-frame performance without the full-frame price tag, or if you are waiting for a true successor to legendary crop sensor workhorses, you are going to want to listen to every single detail, because what Canon has packed into this body changes the game completely. Let's start with the biggest upgrade everyone is obsessing over: the sensor. When the original EOS R7 dropped, it captured the attention of wildlife shooters everywhere thanks to that extra reach provided by the APS-C crop factor, but it wasn't without its compromises. Rolling shutter during fast action and noise performance at higher ISOs left some creators wanting more. Well, the latest industry leaks point to a massive leap forward. Word from supply chain sources and testing units currently circulating in the wild indicates that Canon is equipping the R7 Mark II with an all-new 39-megapixel backside illuminated stacked CMOS sensor. Let that sink in. 39 megapixels on an APS-C sensor means extreme pixel density, giving wildlife and sports photographers an incredible amount of cropping power while maintaining razor-sharp detail. But the real magic of a stacked sensor isn't just the resolution, it is the readout speed. Early reports suggest that the sensor readout speed on this camera is pushing performance close to, or potentially even matching, high-end full-frame powerhouses like the EOS R5 Mark II. That means virtually eliminating the dreaded rolling shutter effect when you are panning fast across a flying bird or a speeding race car. For anyone who felt limited by the original R7's electronic shutter limitations, this single upgrade completely transforms the camera into a true high-speed action machine. To push a sensor that fast and handle that much data, you need serious processing power under the hood. Rumors strongly indicate that Canon is integrating a dedicated DIGIC Accelerator chip into the R7 Mark II. This is the same class of processing architecture we have seen implemented to drive heavy-duty calculations in pro-tier bodies like the EOS R1. With this accelerator paired to the new sensor, the R7 Mark II is rumored to achieve blistering electronic shutter burst speeds of up to 40 frames per second, complete with advanced pre-capture support. Pre-capture is an absolute game-changer for wildlife and sports creators. It means the camera is constantly buffering images the moment you half-press the shutter, capturing the exact split-second action before you even fully click down. Combine that speed with Canon's legendary autofocus system, which insiders are already teasing is potentially the best autofocus performance ever seen in an APS-C camera, and you have a tool that practically guarantees you never miss a shot. Powered by enhanced deep learning subject tracking, it will lock onto eyes, vehicles, birds, and animals with a tenacity that punches way above its weight class. Beyond what is happening inside the sensor and processor, Canon has clearly listened to the community feedback regarding the physical design and ergonomics of the original R7. One of the most common critiques of the first-generation model was its compact, sometimes cramped button layout and smaller electronic viewfinder. The leaks surrounding the R7 Mark II point to a noticeably more robust, slightly larger body. The ergonomics are heavily rumored to mirror the refined layout of the EOS R6 series, giving you a deeper, more secure grip, better position dials, and a significantly larger, higher-resolution electronic viewfinder that makes manual tracking and composition an absolute pleasure. Power management has also received a massive pro-level upgrade. Federal Co. Communications and regulatory filings have revealed that the R7 Mark II utilizes the newer LP-E6P battery type. This is the same high-performance battery used in Canon's latest Pro bodies, ensuring you get extended shooting times, better cold weather reliability, and full support for high-draw features without worrying about your battery dying in the middle of a critical shoot. When it comes to storage and reliability, Canon is not cutting any corners. The storage configuration is rumored to feature a dual card slot system pairing a lightning-fast CFexpress Type B slot with a traditional SD card slot. This gives professional hybrid shooters the flexibility they need for instant backup, high bitrate video recording, and massive burst sequences without bottlenecks. Speaking of video, while earlier speculation floated wild ideas about uncompromised high-resolution formats, the core focus of these latest leaks centers heavily on making this a hybrid beast capable of handling demanding professional workflows. With improved in-body image stabilization rumored to offer staggering stability, walking shots, telephoto video tracking, and handheld low-light scenarios will look remarkably smooth, practically eliminating the need for a gimbal in many run-and-gun situations. Naturally, all of these massive hardware upgrades bring up the question everyone is asking: what is this going to cost? The original R7 launched at a very accessible entry point, but given that the Mark II is essentially shaping up to be a baby R1 or a pro-grade APS-C powerhouse, industry analysts and leakers are warning that the launch price will be significantly higher than its predecessor. Some estimates point toward a positioning closer to the $2,000 mark or higher, reflecting its transition from a mainstream enthusiast camera into a serious, no-compromise tool for professionals who prefer the reach of a crop sensor.